Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here once again looking ahead to today's slate for the 23rd of December. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed yesterday for the NBA. Wasn't too bad. There's definitely that blowout with that Golden State game. That was crazy. Didn't expect that to be that bad. Um, Overall, wasn't too bad. As normal, if you do go on to like the video, leave a like. I do appreciate that quite a bit. And also hit that sub button as well for more NBA FanDuel lineup advice videos. We will be doing them almost every single day. So last night, this was our main lineup here. This is one of our subs. Put in 400 bucks, won 811, so definitely not too bad. A little bit more than a double up of winnings there, so definitely pretty solid. Could have been a little bit higher. Kuzma, man, I'll lie, he sucked unfortunately. But besides that, like I said, still cashed almost everywhere. We had a pretty solid core here. We had Irving, Curry, George, Pope, Kawhi, Harris, Durant, Kuzma, Jordan. I faded the two big boys of LeBron and AD. They still did okay, but decided to go with Paul and Kawhi in a GPP, and we still cashed. The cash line was pretty low tonight, so we will definitely take that for sure. So yeah, as normal, if you guys want to get in on main lineups or our 150 lineups as well for NBA. Both those are separate, and like I said, you can get in on that for our month. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below. Just message us, and we'll get you in on that. So let's go look at today's slate. So I'm going to go really quickly through a lot of these games that really don't mean a ton. As you see, we have a massive amount of slates. We got 13 games today because there's no games tomorrow, and then we got Christmas slate. So yeah, I'm going to go through it as well quick and as productive as I can. So we got Cleveland and Charlotte, no total here, probably around a 218, 219 maybe at max. I don't really know who's going to be starting. We'll have to see if LaMelo starts or not, but if he doesn't, I still think Terry's worth a look. Keep in mind, Cleveland defense is really crap. So, and these Charlotte guys are going to grow really low owned. We saw what Terry did in the preseason. He didn't look too bad. Hayward is going to be back though, so that's the only thing I got to worry about. I think if you're doing one lineup, I'm not going to have these guys at all. But $4,600 is pretty dang cheap. But like I said, I don't know who's going to be starting here. That's kind of one of the question marks. If Lamelo starts, you can put him in there, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But if Terry starts, he's worth a look. A lot of these Charlotte guys are cheap, and I think they could score half decent amount of fancy points. Graham's not bad. Washington, he's a little high for me, and that's mostly it there. Looking at the centers, Drummond's definitely worth a look with no Kevin Love. I think he can get you 45, 50, even 55 in this one. 8,400 is dang cheap for Andre. Larry Nance, he's always that wild card play, could go off or could suck. But 5,100 is really nice as well. I don't mind Sexton. Didn't play a ton of the preseason, but this is a guy that had pretty good usage rate last year. So I think there's a lot of good little value plays right there. I don't want them everywhere, but especially I'll have a couple of those guys for sure. Drummond, for sure, I'll probably have him in most main lineups. Let's go look at the next one. We've got New York and Indiana, 212 and Indy by 8. So the only couple guys I'm kind of looking at here is Sabonis for sure. Warren is back. Oh, that's Turner, my bad. Warren's going to be back for this one, but Sabonis should still be pretty good. I'm not too afraid of New York's defense. And another guy should go low owned at only 7,800. This guy can put up 40, 45, 50 anytime. So I do like Sabonis a little bit. Brogdon could be worth a look, but my main guy I'm looking at is probably Sabonis. I don't have too many of these New York guys. Indiana's not that bad of a team. Plus, they're not that fast paced, so I do like Sabonis. And I think that's it, honestly, from that game. Like I said, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. Miami, Orlando, 218, a 4 spread. Vukovic, worth a look. Bam, definitely worth a look. Jimmy's pretty cheap, but I just, once again, man, it's not a big total. If you go look at these, I mean, 231, 231, 237, 229, 229. Those are massive totals, right? That's what you want to be targeting. A 218 and a 4 spread. Not really feeling it. Butler's 8,200, probably going to get about 38 to 40. Bam's pretty dang expensive. I think Sabonis can do just as much as Bam could. And Vukovic's not bad either, but like I said, I'd rather have Drummond. I think Drummond really will eat. So, once again, not a ton from that one. Maybe a couple guys in a one-off, but overall, don't have too much that one. Philly and Washington, 229 and a 7 spread. Let me go look. Where are they at? There they are. Okay, so once again, Joel Embiid should eat one of the top centers for sure if you don't want to go Drummond. Ryu is out, so we'll have to see who starts for him. Maybe Troy starts or Avala. I think that's how you say it. Maybe he starts. If he starts, he's an automatic lock at 3,500. Don't think he will, but if he does for some reason, not bad. Beal is 8,100. Not really feeling it. What was he? Westbrook. Wow, he's way overpriced in my opinion here against the Philly game. My goodness. Even Simmons, he's kind of overpriced too. So the main guy I'm looking at is Joel Embiid, and I think Tobias Harris could be worth a look at 6,600. He usually does better without Joel Embiid, but at 6,600 against a really bad Washington team and a fast-paced team, I think Harris definitely could be worth a look in some GPPs. All right, moving on to Boston and Milwaukee. 225 and Milwaukee by 3. So, as normal, Giannis is worth a look. Brown's worth a look. Tatum, I really do like Tatum. 98, that's getting up there. Like I said, you got Sabonis there for a little bit cheaper. So I don't mind that. Or even Bam. Got him as well. Not really in the centers. Like I said, Giannis is always in play. Middleton, 74. That's kind of where he's priced to be at. Once again, I really don't have a lot. Jeff Teague could be worth a look. So Teague, Giannis, and maybe a little bit of Tatum. That's the guys I'd be looking at here in this one. New Orleans, Toronto, 229, and Toronto by 4. So I think this one could be a good one. I think Pelicans could pull this one out. They're pretty good, man. I think people are underestimating how good this team is, to be honest with you. I think they're going to be like 4th or 5th in the West. I mean, maybe that's surprising to some people, but if they stay healthy, if Zion stays healthy, they're looking pretty dang good. So let's go look at New Orleans here. So not the easiest matchup for New Orleans, but they are playing Toronto, and I think Toronto will play a little fast. Lowry's definitely worth a look. Lonzo probably gets you about 28 to 30 in this one. Fred VanVleet, man, did he look really good here in the preseason? My goodness, in limited time. I think Fred VanVleet at 7,100 could be worth a look. Had a little bit of an issue with Miami, but as we know, Miami a pretty good defense. New Orleans not too bad either, but they're a fast-paced game. And so I think he can easily get you 30, 35. So I do like Fred VanVleet. Bledsoe could be worth a look if he starts, which he should. Ingram, he's half decent. Zion's only 7,700. Definitely worth a look. Not the easiest matchup, but it's Zion. He can go out there against anybody. And that's kind of who I have there. So I'm looking at a little bit of Lowry. Your price is not too friendly, but I think he can get you 40, 45. Really do like Fred VanVleet. Really dang cheap at 71. Ingram, Zion are both worth a look. Definitely would rather have Zion. You can look at Siakam, but that guy just pisses me off. He always screws me over. So, yeah, it's kind of up to you guys. He's in a half-decent spot for sure. Atlanta, Chicago, 231 in Atlanta by 2. So hopefully Trae Young figured out some of his shooting because he looked like absolute crap there. Still had a pretty high usage rate. Still did pretty good on fantasy points, but, I mean, his shooting, 4 for 15, 4 for 12, he looked terrible. So, obviously, if he turns that around, Trae Young's going to get you 45, 50 for sure. So, 9,700, I'll probably take him a lot. Kobe White, 6,200 is pretty cheap as well. Shot really bad against OKC in the preseason, but as you see, this guy's going to shoot about 14, 15 times at 6,200. I'll probably be having quite a bit of him. As Zach LaVine as well. I do like Fred VanVleet as well. But, LaVine, another guy that could go off for sure at 7,900. Man, FanDuel's prices are pretty dang cheap here to start the year. Bogdan or Gal definitely could be worth a look. Collins, 77. Don't mind him, but like I said, I like Sabonis so far in that mid to upper range. And it looks like Capella's going to be out, so Collins could maybe get a couple extra rebounds and a little bit extra usage. So you could look at him for sure and mark it in maybe 28 to 30 from him. But yeah, definitely going to be targeting that one quite a bit. OKC and Houston, only a 7 spread. I think it should be way higher than that. OKC looked terrible. They got a couple good guys, but I don't know, man. Like I said, Houston looked pretty dang good in the preseason. Um, Wall is 7K, definitely worth a look. Get you about 32 to 35 in this one. I'd rather have Giannis than Harden, but definitely could look at him. The only thing I'm worried about is the blowout potential. Then they rest a couple of their guys. Shea at 81. I don't mind him, but I just feel like Shea has too much pressure on him, and he doesn't really have anyone to really pass him the ball. Right when he had CP3, that helped him out. Kind of what's going on with Booker over there. So uh, Shea, I think it feels like he has to do too much. You can look at him, but I don't know. He's still going to put up 15, 16 shots. Woods worth a look. And wow, Cousins at 4,500. That's really dang cheap. Even if he plays 24, 25 minutes, dude can still get you 28, 30 fantasy points. Love Cousins if he gets his minutes. My goodness, that's not bad at all for Cousins. San Antonio, Memphis. I think this is actually a half decent game, and I don't think ownership will be too high in this game. 231 and a 2 spread. Joe Morant right away, 78, looking pretty good. Is Derek White going to play? Will not suit up for season opener. Okay, so DeJounte Murray definitely is worth a look as well. Don't mind Brooks and a couple one-offs. The dude looked pretty dang solid for the most part in the preseason, putting out pretty good shots as well. So Brooks is definitely worth a look. Not too into Rudy Gay. As normal, my boy Kyle Anderson, 3,800. He's always worth a look. I'll mention him all the time, even if he only gets you 20, 24, 25, 3,800 is pretty cheap for a guy that has a block and steal upside. Not going to shoot a ton, but he has a lot of upside on the defense, which helps you out a lot on Fanduel. Aldridge, a little high for me. Clark, don't know what his minutes are going to be like. Val, 67. Yeah, I'll look at him for sure. Definitely don't mind a little bit of Val. So Val, Morant, Brooks, maybe Murray and a couple one-offs. And who else did I like? Shoot, who was it? And then Kyle Anderson and it's a salary saver kind of spot there. Detroit, Minnesota, 224, Minnesota by 4. So looks like Russell's not going to be playing in this one. Well, I guess that was against the Mavs. We'll have to see. If he doesn't play, I think Beasley could be a pretty good spot. Beasley started for him and had 36 points. Beasley at 4,400 can get you about 25 to 27 in this one. Rose is worth a look off the bench. He's a shooting guard? That's weird. 57, that's a little much. Edwards, if no, Russell is worth a look at 4,800. Number one pick, 14 and 15 shots. Yeah, heck yeah. If that guy's putting up that many shots at 4,800, I'll definitely have a shot at him. If Naz Reid starts for some reason, well, he might. He could be worth a look. Put up 15 shots. Didn't have their full team, but still, could be a guy to look at. We saw how he was last year. Towns at 94. Maybe in a couple, but I love Drummond. I really do. Sacramento, Denver, 225 and 8 spread. Jokic for sure in play at 97. Porter, dude was just trash for the most part of the preseason. He's not getting a ton of shots either, as kind of expected. Obviously, he played only 23, 24 minutes, but still going to get 12, 13 shots, which I guess is not too bad, but not high on my list, but definitely worth a look at 54. And don't mind some Jamal Murray. Fox is way overpriced, but Murray's looking pretty good at 78 as well. Moving on to Utah and Portland, a 229 and one spread. So that's actually pretty high total there for Utah. Utah usually around 216, 215. So should be a fast one. I think there's a lot of value on this Utah side. Conley's a little much. I do like Mitchell at 81. Jingling Joe sucks. Bogdanovich 4,600. Oh yeah, definitely worth a look. Guys putting up half decent shots, usage rate about 26.5. Bogdanovich 4,600. Definitely a salary saver for sure. And we got Rudy, not the most popular dude, but still, this guy has block upside. He can get you a 35 to 40. Not the highest on my list, but you can still look at him. Moved on to that Portland side. Lillard, 92. Put up big numbers for sure at really low ownership. And I think Nurk and Lillard's the only two I'd really look at here. But yeah, I do like Mitchell, Bogdanovich quite a bit. And then Dallas and Phoenix. 237 in Phoenix by 1. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Luka is 11-4, but I got to play this dude. I'm sorry, man. No Porzingis there. Usage rate is crazy high. Definitely my number one play over Luka, over Harden, all those dudes. Sorry, over Luka. Over Giannis and Harden, I'll definitely take Luka. Paul 73, I think he can get you about 35 here. Booker 84, that's pretty dang cheap for Booker. Guy can get up to 9K easy. Tip Hardaway actually looked half decent in the preseason. Another guy that no one's really going to have at 5,400 at a 237 total. Let me see here. Jay Crowder, another guy. Didn't really play much in the preseason, but another guy that can get you about 25 to 26, 27. I don't think Dario's playing, right? Yeah, Dario's not playing, so Jay's looking pretty solid. And Ayton, late night hammer 7,600, pretty solid overall. Man, this is a massive slate, but some pretty good plays. So let's go build some guys for you. So right away, I'm gonna go put in Luka Doncic. If you don't want to go there for some reason, you can look at Trae Young, I guess. We're gonna go down a little bit. Guy that stuck out to me was Kobe White. I do like him at $6,200. Very solid. Like I said, you got Garland or Rozier, but for cash games is what we're looking at. Shooting guard, I do like Booker. Like I said, I really want to stack that late game. Brooks at 5,100 looks pretty solid. Like I said, if Russell's out, Malachi Beasley, if he starts, could be worth a look. See if there's anyone down here. Don't really see anybody. I'd probably go Brooks here. We got 5,700. Let's see what we got. Michael Porter, Tim Hardaway, half decent. Larry Nance for sure. He should start. Like I said, this guy's a wild card play, but he could easily get you a 28 to 30. I think Anthony Edwards could be worth a look as well if Russell's out. Coro could be okay, maybe 24, 25. If you really need money, there's your boy Kyle Anderson, maybe 23, 24 for him. But I like him. Like I said, steal upside. Power forwards, Tatum, Bam. Like I said, both those guys are pretty good. I think I'd take Bam. Tatum's, that's pretty expensive for him. We know what he can do, but that's probably where I would go there. So bonus. I'm not going to be able to get Drummond in this sucker, unfortunately. Unless I go cheap. Drake Crowder, Bogdanovich. We'll just go put in Bogdan. If Naz Reid starts, as I mentioned, he's worth a look. Only bad thing about that dude is he has really bad foul trouble. But yeah, Naz Reid, he can put up 25 to 30 for sure. That puts you at 57. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get Drummond in there, but I love Drummond for sure. So you can definitely, mix and match some stuff. You don't like, man. I gotta have Drummond, gotta have Luka. Booker's not a must-have, but I definitely like him. There's not a lot of mid-range shooting guards. Mitchell, Zach LaVine, I guess if you don't want to go Booker. Like I said, he saves you a little bit of money for sure. Is Russell playing? Let me go look. It's off the injury report. All right, so he is playing. So my bad. I guess I didn't look at that. So he is going to play. So Edwards not really in play for me, or Beasley. Let me see who else we got. Graham, maybe. It's kind of what we're looking at mid-range. Like I said, I do like Sabonis. Zion Williamson. Like I said, Tatum and Bam if you want to go up that way. Mid-range, Aaron Gordon, maybe. Wood could be good. If you can't get Drummond in there, and that's not the way you want to go, definitely go. If he's going to get 25, 26 minutes, definitely look at Boogie. Make sure to look at his minutes. Like I said, if he's restricted for 2023, I'm not going to have too much of him. But if his minute restriction's 25 to 26, 27, I will definitely take a shot on the $4,500 Boogie. And that gives you $7,400 to go, maybe go get Ingram or Harris or something like that. So just mix and match it for sure. That's kind of what we're looking at early on. Like I said, if you don't want to go Bogdan, Naz Reid, if he starts, he could be worth a look. Not sure if he will start, but if he does, he's worth a look for sure. So that is mostly it. As normal, if you guys enjoy the video, leave a like. I appreciate it quite a bit. Pretty long video, but like I said, it's 13 gamers, so a ton to talk about. If you have any more questions or hey, who should I pick? Give me hit me up. Sorry, with a message on Twitter, and I'll help you guys out as much as I can. I'm pretty busy as well, but if you guys have any questions, should I pick this guy or this guy? Like I said, ask me. I'll definitely try to answer as many as I can. So that is it. As normal, if you guys want to get in on NBA month or season pass, it was pretty good for main slate last night with a 278. Like I said, one of our subs doubled up his money, so definitely not too bad. All you need to do is hit us up on our Twitter, and we'll get you in on that. So that is it. Hopefully, you guys enjoy today. No video for tomorrow, obviously, because there's no games. But we will definitely see you back here on Christmas. So, all right, guys. Hope you guys have a pretty good one, and we'll see you guys a little bit later on.